Hello, everybody. This is Pete from PA Labs, and I'm going to start off with a joke today before we get into what I want to show you. It's my only programmer joke. You got all kinds of jokes, but I've got one programmer joke. So, uh, this guy's wife, and he's the programmer. His wife tells him to go to the store and get a loaf of bread. And then she has an afterthought and she goes, "Hey, if they got eggs, get a dozen." And of course, he came back with 12 loaves of bread. Ha ha ha. Okay, so what we're going to start today is I've figured I'm kind of getting tired of just walking through code and stuff. And I've kind of hit a little bit of burnout on working on the war game. I still don't like the movement yet. So yesterday I started a diversion that's probably 95% complete. I've got virtually all of the graphics done, and it's actually in kind of a playable state. So it's a shmup, shoot 'em up is what it is. I think the acronym is properly pronounced shmup. So from the initial screen, and I don't have the background noise in yet. There's a bunch I don't have in, but give me another 5 or 6 hours on this today and this will be a full working complete game. So we can hit play game and you get your initial game mission. You're a cadet at the Space Academy and you've got to go defend Earth, okay? So off we go. And so my resources are slow. Oh my goodness. I can't take hits at the moment. I don't have that set up. But you get the basic gist idea here. It is a shoot 'em up. You can move forward and backward, and we have explosions. And so that's the game. And I've got to work my way through the various screens. And yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you. And I want to teach you how to do this because I think there's probably a bunch of you out there who would like to do something like this. And it's not that difficult. There's a little bit of setup at the beginning. I'm just going to scroll through some of this. But basically, those stars, the background stars, I have 200 of them. Enemy ship maximum can be 20. Let's see, it uses a joystick. I went and had to get my joystick out because that's the only way I can play it. And we keep count of how many times you die, and your force field will go through eventually getting hit and go from green to yellow to red, and then the next hit kills you. Okay, so basically you can take 4 hits before dying, and then you're given 3 lives. And mission 1, I think, is going to be 20 enemies that you have to kill, but every enemy that makes it across the bottom adds 2 more that are going to come at you until you've killed 20 and survived, obviously. And then you'll get mission 2, which is going to be the exact same mission, except the enemies will have shields as well, and you'll have to kill. Theirs is only going to be 1 level. So basically, I double the game on you when you get to level 2. Lots of things can be tweaked, like the speed of the bullets, the speed of the movement, how many enemies, how many explosions can be in the game at any one time. The other thing I'm going to put in here before I really kick this off as a major thing is going to be that you can shoot enemy bullets and they explode as well. And so you can help defend yourself, not just dodge or resist. I also have the concept in here for getting healing. I've got some healing noises and sounds and stuff. I've got a really nice little background theme to play in the game. So basically, I'm doing it as I showed you earlier. I'm doing it as a windowed screen, but the windowed screen is the entire screen. Okay. And I could use the entire screen, but I thought that was just entirely too wide. If it was a horizontal scroller, then yes, okay, that would make sense. And so we load up the graphics that are the menu system, and we identify everything works. Everything has a game structure pretty much. And you have player bullets, whether they're alive, what's their sprite ID, how much damage they can do, yada, yada, yada. Enemy ships, enemy bullets, explosion animation, stars. They all have their own set of data. And then the game over here is creating a bunch of arrays of dimensioning the explosions and the enemy ships and the players' bullets and all of this. And then you come through all of this, all that junk loads, that all gets set. Then you come down here to the double repeat, and there's nothing on the initial screen whatsoever. It probably doesn't even need to be there, I guess, but I don't know. I'm familiar with doing it that way, so I did it that way. And then we have the show what, which is going to be show the intro. I haven't worked out the actual clicking of the buttons yet, but I'll have that done shortly. And then we have the game loop here, and this is kind of important. So we set the flag fire to false because while you're moving the joystick, you could hit any of the four joystick buttons, and that will pick up firing. And so it then passes. Okay, so first we set the flag to false. Then we check to see if we have any collisions between the graphics. And each of these functions that you have here are their own code sheet. So this splits it all up into pieces. And what I'm probably going to do is have a video on the different code sheets one at a time, and then come back and put it all together as a video game, and then release the entire video game out there on the website. So you move the player shoots, the enemy moves, the enemy's bullets move because he fires in his move cycle. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's got his own enemy fire routines. Yeah, I did that because there's multiple. The idea I had was you have to deal with wave after wave after wave, bigger and bigger and better ships. And then eventually you got to deal with the mothership. So while the little waves are coming in, the mothership occasionally pops off a great big bullet at you that you can't avoid. You can only avoid it. You can't detonate it. You can't defend against it. Your shields, it'll blow right through and kill you. So that was the idea, although I haven't activated that yet. I may before the day's out. So then we go through those, and then you have a bullet delay. So a counter that says you can't just hold the fire button down. It's got a delay of like 10 loops or something to that effect, which when my machine's not all bogged down, it's actually pretty quick. So we have a star movement, so those background stars move throughout your game. Let's see, explosions. Okay, so we set a maximum of 20 explosions that can be concurrently played on the screen, and they'll be in whatever phase of the explosion. The explosion itself is 30 frames of graphics. That's why it kind of looks good. And so so this plays that, and it has its own structure as well. This is, I think I've put this in a video before, but yeah, he's here. And then we record the player hits. This is counting the player hits he takes as to what color his shield is before he finally gets killed. But I don't have him being checked for collisions yet. But so that really is the game. It's not tons and tons and tons of code. It's actually pretty straightforward, simple, playing with arrays, looking to see what happens, what's going on. Um, that's really it. Um, the direction of the enemy ships is all done randomly. We check for collisions. This is where we're shooting, checking the player bullets and their location to the enemy ship and see if there's a collision that has occurred. And if there's a collision, then we track it against the enemy and they blow up, that sort of thing. So it will be an unfinished game by the time I finish the videos. I don't know how far I'll carry it. My initial thinking was, 15, 20 layers, levels, and missions, but I don't know that I'm gonna stick to it that long. Probably just a day or two more, and then I'll get back to the war game. But I wanted to let you guys know that this is coming, and to uh, stay tuned for some fun. I think it's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and kick it off again. And I've got to hit a couple fancy keys here to make I have a little smoke and mirror going on here. So the first screen goes away when I hit the space bar, and the second screen goes away when I hit the enter key. So anyhow, we got lots of firing. Come on, guys. I did hit a pause back here, didn't I? Well, good thing I can't die, and oh no, I don't want to run you a second time. We just wanted to do that. Oh, good thing they can't kill me. And so yeah, it's kind of fun. Uh, you you get to move in all the directions, so you can dodge. You can come meet the enemy in his field and have lots of bullets flying. But the idea is that you're going to have to kill off 20 of them and then more, and you can see the background stars slowly moving, some faster than others. I don't know. That may get some eventual changes. So anyhow, that's the whole video I want to release this morning of what's coming. And as always, thanks for watching, folks.